Overwatch. That's going to kind of be our first topic, if you will.
Yeah.
Our shield pick. So, I'm sorry I'm going to be like leaning over, but we have a fucking shield set up right now. So this is what you get. So, when Overwatch came out, it started being like just an overwhelmingly high amount of really good reviews. Like just
Perfect.
perfect.
Yeah, it's one of the highest
9s,
games of the year.
8s, and stuff like that. But then I was on the Overwatch subreddit, and there was this thread with like just people posting these links to articles about how the game should be free to play. So the numerous reviews suggest that a free to play model would fit better with this style of game. Mm-hmm. And I start to get triggered because number one, I completely disagree with that point. But before I get into that, let me give you one example. Jed Whittaker, reviewed the game for CG Magazine. Let me read you the quote from him. If you are looking for a solid hero-based multiplayer shooter that is far closer to Team Fortress 2 than the MOBA genre, you'll probably dig it. However, the leveling system and microtransactions are set up like a free-to-play game. Now, he did give the game an 8 out of 10, but...
Which was the lowest review at that time.
It's true.
An 8's not bad at all. So.
No. But this point, if this is why he's knocking the game, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
You're wrong. So let's break this down. He said the leveling system and microtransactions are... The leveling system? Yeah?
So instead of having like a rank... like a character progression based, he's saying like this overarching level system where you just level up, and you get
that's
the
what
loot
COD
box.
is.
Yeah, you unlock things though as you go in COD. I think he's saying he's saying it's really simplified, and you unlock these loot crates every level.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't either.
Number one, all the DLC that's ever going to come out with this game ever is free. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're paying $40 if you're on PC for that one thing, or $60 in general for all the DLC to be free. All characters, all maps, everything free. Okay? Loot boxes, you get one every time you level up. Okay? You don't need to fucking buy loot boxes if you don't want to. And they're just for cosmetic items. Mm-hmm. Okay? And if you want to, you can buy more loot boxes. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's literally all cosmetic. And that doesn't bother me. Their model for that. Mm-hmm. That doesn't bother me at all. It's not like the game's fucking broken, or the game's not finished, and you're paying to like fix the game, or finish the game.
Okay.
Cosmetic DLC in general doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, because you don't need to do it.
Let me break this down. So... Overwatch. When you level up, like you said, you get a loot box, and in the loot box, it's just cosmetic items.
Right.
You can buy the cosmetic items with coins.
Right.
And these coins aren't purchasable with microtransaction currency.
Right.
You have to get these coins in the loot boxes.
Right. Or you just get the thing in the loot box.
Or you could just or you could just get the item in a loot box, or you can buy the loot box with real money.
Right.
But what I'm saying is there's no microcurrency. You can't buy the gold with your with real money. You can't use real money to get fake money.
Right. The only microtransaction is the game is for the loot box.
Exactly, and the loot boxes are obtained in the game normally, and it's just cosmetic items.
Yeah, you don't have to buy anything if you don't if you don't want to. You're going to get all the characters for free, all the new maps for free, everything, all the game modes, whatever. Everything is going to be free updates. Okay?
And that is fueled by the loot box purchasing with real money.
Right. Now let's do the inverse of that. If this was a free to play game, you would be paying for all of that. Mm-hmm. Okay? You'd be paying for all that.
Every character.
Yeah, and eventually you'd pay more than the $60 price point. So they're reversing it, and I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with this.
If it was free to play, you'd get 4 characters that recycle every week, and you would have to buy every other character.
Right.
First of all, that splits the player base, because some people have more OP characters than the other. Even though Overwatch is a very balanced game, and there are no OP characters, there are characters that you need to counter other characters.
Right.
If you're getting absolutely wrecked by a Bastion on the other team because that person bought it, and there's no Genji in the rotation, and you don't have money to buy a Genji, your team is fucked. And that's all it is. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
You can't, if you want to be free to play, you can't do that. It splits the player base. You can't do it. It doesn't work like that.
No. And that being said, everyone complaining that there's not enough content or whatever like that, I disagree completely. Number one, there's 11 maps.
There's something like that. It's upwards of 8.
There's a good amount of maps, and there is a fucking ridiculous onslaught of characters already available. The game is extremely balanced for each class. Each class has their own fucking shit that is great, and I mean, we've sunk a lot of time into you more than me.
Yeah,
we've sucked so many hours into this already. Like,
I'm level 31. You're level.
I'm level 16. Yeah. So I mean, I also got the game a couple days late.
I played it hardcore the first couple of days. That makes sense.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, you've sunk what in the actual game? We probably
Hours?
put 25 hours into the beta at least.
Yeah.
And now you've probably put at least that much into that.
Yeah.
So you've probably put a good 50 hours in the game altogether.
I'm sure. Something like
You
that.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is what it would take you to beat like a normal game. You know what I mean? Like a regular game, like
A $60.
Dark Souls fucking 3 took me less time to beat than this game.
Yeah.
Or,
It's like 60
not
hours.
beat,
I
but
think.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really don't understand this argument at all. And people knocking it for not being free to play makes no sense.
Yeah, that's perplexing because I guess not to play devil's advocate, but I'm not sure in that quote he actually advocates free to play. I think he just
He
states
says
that
it looks like it.
The model's somewhat similar, and
Yeah.
I guess by virtue of there being a presence of microtransaction, it's free to play. In which case,
He's wrong.
almost every multiplayer game is free to play. Then
Yeah, but I mean,
everywhere,
look
or
at
has a free to play model.
Look at Destiny. Destiny has the same thing. Destiny has microtransactions that you can use to get or I don't know if they have microcurrency. They do silver.
they do. Yeah.
So you can buy microcurrency in
Now
Destiny.
the microtransactions in Destiny are getting more and more business.
And you can buy the cosmetic items as well.
Right, but then you also have to buy extensions of the game and packs and new whatever.
Listen, this game is set up for a very long lifespan, and the fact that it's $60 now and you get everything else free is perfect.
Yeah.
They're not going to split I really want to nail the hammer on this thing because like you can't split the player base in a game like this. And by releasing a character that's paid DLC, certain people will be locked out of this character, and that fucks the balancing of the game because I'm sure they're going to nerf certain characters when a new character comes out.
Right.
And that fucks everyone that doesn't have this character.
Unless then they added the fucking in-game currency, and then you could either earn that by playing the game in a fucking really long time, or you fucking pay real money to
I'm
get
fine.
that.
I'm fine with the loot boxes, and I think that the loot boxes and the cosmetic items really give me the drive to want to keep playing it. If
Yeah.
anything, that's what makes me want
They
to
don't
play
even
it.
bother me. Like when I get it's not like there's this skin. I want this skin right now. I'm going to go fucking buy 50 million loot boxes.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's not like that. The getting that stuff is supplemental and it's cool, and I have it. I can't even fucking see it when I play.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
what
say,
the
it
fuck do I
doesn't-
give a shit
it doesn't
about it?
shove it down your throat.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care. I can't fucking see it at all.
Yeah,
Some-
you're in first person, so you
some
don't
of
even
the
see your skin.
some of the like the legendary skins or whatever, they like change certain things about the character. But what the fuck do I care? It doesn't change the way that the character plays.
I do care about that kind of stuff, and I work for it. But here's the thing: you just have to, like, you get lucky, and I play because I want to get a loot box. And when I get a loot box, I'm either hoping for a legendary skin or for the currency, the gold, because I can buy whatever skin I want with the gold.
Yeah.
You just have to wait.
but you don't need it.
I've saved my coins since the first day the game came out because I want a legendary skin and the specific one. And guess what? I'm at 960. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
I'm fucking happy. I'm
You
thrilled.
need 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. So, I mean, this is ridiculous. If there's one thing that needs to change about the game, it's that when you're in when you group together with someone, like people in the party in the beginning, then you go into a game, and then if you need to leave that game, it shouldn't fucking disband your party immediately. It should put you all back in the same lobby. That's what they need to fix, and that's the only thing that they need to fix.
We're on console.
PlayStation 4 specifically.
This is fixed on PC. This is not an issue, I don't believe, on PC.
Well, they need to fix it on PS4.
Yeah.
I might get it on PC as well, since I heard that it runs, like, for...
Every
Yeah.
computer runs it or whatever.
Yeah. So,
I'm
I'm sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I'm just intrigued why people want it to be free to play. Who would want? I assume they're PC players because you can't give a physical free to play game. That's like impossible, right?
yeah.
So everyone would have to download Overwatch digitally, and I just don't think free to play on consoles is like feasible. And now I thought there was talks that at first this game was going to be free to play only on PC. Then when at least the way I remember it is when it was announced on consoles, it was announced with the thing. There was this Origins edition, and you'd pay $60, and that's the console version by default. So I don't know, that probably is going to help them. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see NPD numbers for May of I don't know if there's a way to differentiate, like what system or platform Overwatch sold the most on.
They probably
I'd
will.
probably guess.
I think it breaks it down.
Guess PC will sell the most, but then it'll probably be PS4 just because the install base is larger than Xbox One's.
Yeah.
But it's going to be number one that month. I can fucking almost guarantee you.
I mean, the
based
way that-
off what I've seen with the marketing.
Yeah,
and-
they advertised the shit out of it, and the marketing campaign for it was fucking brilliant. People were caring about these characters and everything like that before the fucking game came out. The lore that they put out, all the fucking the CG trailers,
trailers, yeah.
which they put a lot of work into this lore. I mean, those fucking trailers are slick, and then they go make the fucking Warcraft trailer that makes me want to fucking poke my eyes out, and I couldn't just. I mean, so
Yeah.
they've put a lot of work into this game, and I think the game is well worth $60.
Yeah, I was gonna say final opinions on the game. I say go get it, 100%. if you're sitting on the fence because someone said it has MOBA elements, that person was an idiot. The game has literally 0 MOBA elements. This is the first person.
It has one MOBA element.
The ultimate?
No, the abilities, how they activate it.
Yeah,
which would be exactly like a MOBA.
And that's been in first-person shooters before, where you have abilities and you use it. It's not like a MOBA at all. It's an FPS with abilities that you push one button and then there's a cooldown on it once you use it. I say go get it if you're a fan of FPSs and games like Team Fortress 2. That's all I have to say.